I don't know if I'll be hosting the next one, but I would like to commentate the next one as well, and we can get other commentators in as well afterwards. All right, Lise team. I don't even remember what Lise does. Is that gives your opponent sad? Versus Zodai's Erik team, the Erik pop-up extravaganza. We're seeing Kang immediately start with a Pester Bomb. Lise gives sad on Trick, that's right. So Lise Captain is pretty effective at preventing the opponent from gaining too much energy, but Erik Captain just gains a full battery already. Pester Bomb hit the Farron now. Seems like Kang was predicting the Tazu to come in, and Zodai said, nah, I'll bring in the Farron instead. Let's see. Let's get some behind-the-scenes information here. Kang brings in their own Farron. Big damage. And there we go. Get those. Close those. I see. So, is that like a feedback coming through? Oh well, it's gone now. Zodai's Farron has bribed Topple Hammer Tamper. Maybe we'll see a Tamper come in. Whereas Kang just made Zodai's Farron very hungry right now. Lots of feelings. Sad, angry, hungry. That's a very dangerous combination of feelings to have, for sure. Now, the question is, are we going to see these Farrons stick around much longer? When they haven't been able to do a whole lot of damage to each other. Or, if they're not, who is going to switch out first? The, Zodai still has Clint available for a decent physical tank, at least. Before there's a character with a hangry mode, like more Pico. Imagine. I guess you could say that the characters with Spiked Club are kind of that. In that they are better when they are hangry. Zodai's keeping her Farron in the game. Deciding to at least hold out a little longer. Though that hunger is slowly coming up. And as we know, hunger is a dangerous killer to have. Oh, Pima's Captain Plan makes everyone hungry, but faster. Because they're fasting? Oh no. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Important decisions coming up in the Grandpa Mirror match. Prevents hunger from progressing past 10 win. Yeah, Farron's going to be gone in 2 turns. Kang switches into Lise. Zodai went for the Tamper there. And it did not work because of the Angie. Well, now we have to check if Zodai is going to leave the Farron in and maybe just get the extra energy. Or if the Lise is going to survive. It's quite the read there. Lise might have died from the Topple Hammer. Depends on if Farron had Toppler or not, but I think Topple Hammer might have killed. There's the Tamper coming through this time. Attack is weakened greatly. Lise Not going to be dealing much damage here. 23 exactly. Farron's out, but Lise is a lot weaker now. It's going to make Zodai's characters with low digital defense a little better. She still has Clint, for example. Meanwhile, Kang has Lise at full health. Here comes Clint, that I just mentioned. Zodai still hasn't used that starting energy yet. Just holding on to it. Wait, no. Wait, no. Has she? She might have. Well, either way, Flourish Poison Dagger. Lise is now very tired. Sleepy. Specifically, 30 tired. Ooh. There it is again. Don't know why it's doing that. Lise is tired, low attack, barely scraping by. Still has Heart to Heart though. Flourish Heart to Heart can clear feelings, which is going to be very crucial it seems. Escape Whip. Clint leaves and brings in Tazu, I believe. Yes. Escape Whip brings in your next character in order. So that means that a Clint with Escape Whip is able to switch into Tazu here on Zodai's team and help survive a digital attack. Also, attack is error 5 now. Not quite sure what that means. It sounds worse than error 3, but it might be better than error 3. Not quite sure the tier list of errors. That means it went up by 5? Okay. So it is actually better in this case. Now Zale is hungry. Oh, you don't have a message for that amount. Now, Kang Zale has Lullaby, which puts in 4 tired. Which obviously is quite a lot when you consider... I mean, that's 40 health for 1 attack. Looks like King is actually choosing Lullaby as well. If Zodai keeps Tazu in, Tazu is going to die pretty quickly. I don't know, I kind of love Zale's, like, odd snowshoes here. He has these, like... I just want to call them bomb chews, because they look like bomb chews to me, but, like, that's very cute. Be a tough choice here on Zodai's side. Whether or not keeping the Tazu in is worth it, or... Oh god, Reed shoes. I just can't wait for Reed, honestly. Zodai brings in Odette. I don't remember if this was a... Yes, it is a sympathetic Odette. Zale is now tired as well. In the Balm Lock, it clears it out. Wow, what a call out. Zale is not in the best position. 1 attack is going to knock him out from hunger and tired. King says, "You know what? I'll leave Zale for now. Does not seem worth it to just sack the Zale immediately." Yeah, that Balm Locket Odette with Sympathetic can really turn the tides quickly. Topplehammer hits Farron, who again does not take much from it. But also Kang does not have much in the way of resources. Opts for their own Topplehammer. Depending on who switches in or who stays in, this could be an important Topplehammer. Brings in Clint, one of the higher physical defenses on her team now. And with Thorn Pendant. Yes, I love Thorn Pendant Clint. That was my pet build in beta, the one that I really liked. And Farron's attack is a little lower still. thanks to Poison Dagger. Lunch Invite. Clint, hungrier and sad. Not quite going to get that last battery yet. There's still a few turns that Clint has to survive. At least 2, it appears. Poison Dagger knocks out the Farron. Yeah, Thorn Pendant and Brought Snacks are quite a force to be reckoned with, and Poison Dagger also makes it harder to damage the Clint. I wish I brought Snacks. Hovering over the Lise there to see the damage calculation. Clint has, of course, very low digital defense, but Lise's attack is also lowered. Seemed like it would do enough. You ran an aggressive team, so you'd have more time to get snacks between rounds. Yes, that is the problem with control players. Control players like me go hungry. King Clint has his own Poison Dagger and his own Escape Whip. So it's a matter of whether or not Zodai wants to keep Clint around or not. I want to check what their speed is. It appears they have the same speed. If the team submissions are to go by, which means that Kang's Clint would go first if Zodai opted to like use an Escape Whip, for example, because Kang has the coin, the little dot in the bottom left. Kang wins speed ties, or the next speed tie, and then it gets passed. Poison Dagger hits for 32. Thorn Pendant does a little. Escape Whips out of there, back into Tazu. Brought Snacks heals Clint up just a little bit, though it might not be enough for the next switch in, considering Clint still has 30 hunger, or 3 hunger, 30 damage of hunger. Yes, now that that speed tie occurred, Zodai has the coin under her batteries, which you can't really see because it's blocked by the Discord settings. So Zodai will win the next speed tie. It's very clever as like a deterministic way of determining it. Deterministic determination. Ooh. Clint is out. Heals almost back up to full. Tazu strengthened a little more against digital attacks. Lise might not be able to deal much of anything now. High digital, high emotional defense, and Lise's attack is still lowered. Yes, everyone's angry that Clint can heal that much, except Clint, he's fine. I guess Cabin would be happy too. Fireworks almost knocking out Lise. One more might end up doing it. Of course, Backlash also helps seal the deal there. Of course, now Kang has full battery. Kang has the option of parrying or flourishing now, thanks to that fireworks. Flourish pop-ups, there it is. Wow. Lise cannot enter now. That was such a call out there on Zodai's end. So Lise cannot switch back in while those pop-ups are out. Zale and Clint are still a little safe, but might not be for very long. Oh, right. Zale had the whole stack of feelings. Never mind. It's a huge, huge turn by Zodai there. Of course, Zodai does have 4 characters, though Tazu's dead now. Topplehammer takes her out. Of course, deals 30 to Odette on the payback. Zodai brings in her own Odette. Hammer versus Hammer. Now, the other question is, are their Odettes the same speed? They are. So Zodai won that speed tie, but Kang's Odette survives at 3 HP, and the Flourish Topplehammer successfully knocks out Zodai's Odette. Incredible. Clint comes in, only has a little bit of health remaining, but that might be enough to pull this out. Should add like a cheer when that happens. It's very good. Russ sprays the Clint. If Odette's going down, then might as well remove some extra uses from Clint, it seems. Just do a little bit of damage beforehand. Here comes Erik. Clint's at a nice 69 in the back row there. Erik has been completely unseen yet. Of course, thanks to the magic of looking at team sheets, we know Erik has Fireworks, Rebuild, and Disruption Wave, which all sound quite difficult for Kang to deal with. Especially because Kang doesn't have a battery to parry anything. And Zodai has one very nice battery, quite filled to the brim, thanks to Erik himself. Oh, Escape Whip hits first. Okay. Lise comes in and dies. Erik's mad. Lise is out for the count. That means that Kang does have a battery now. He's able to parry one move as long as it's not crit. But Fireworks Flourish is a crit effect. Zale takes 30. Candy Pearls happens, but then Hunger is going to strike. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. Fireworks looking pretty threatening now, but it can't do much damage to Zale. There might be a chance for Zale to come in and deal a little bit of extra damage. To death our start of turn. Okay. Correct, yeah. I forgot that was a tag in after death. That's why he didn't lose health from the Hunger. Disruption Wave would do enough to knock out Erik, and it would clear pop-ups. Of course, Zale is dead this turn, but we might end up seeing a Clint versus Clint showdown at the very end? Oh, between turns, okay. This is really nail-biting. All comes down to this turn, and then probably the turn after this turn. But we may not know. Zodai rebuilds with Erik, back to full health. Disruption Wave is parried. Zodai is now down a battery. Zale is out. Clint comes in. So start of turn until end of turn. Okay. I guess mess is start of turn because otherwise you would make it and then immediately lose one turn of it? I don't know. I don't know what your back end's like. Okay, Zodai is now down a battery. There hasn't not been a mess on stream this tournament. Oh, you immediately lose one anyway. Okay. Yeah, there hasn't been any Wendell on stream either. Kang wins the speed tie and unbuttons, gets some extra speed. I wish we had a Wendell in a feature match. I would love to see more Wendell action. Alright, Clint versus Erik. Clint has a bit of a speed boost, and I think it comes down to whether or not... well, I don't think Kang has a way to crit, unless Unbutton can crit, but that wouldn't kill Erik, right? So this is a really, really tense moment here. Trick Wendell, that sounds fun. Oh, Zodai's Erik has Mellow. Right. That's why the rebuild worked. It seems like right now the situation is that they have to play around each other's batteries. Because if Zodai parries, but then Kang parries, then Zodai might not be able to actually get the kill. But if Kang parries and Zodai uses like rebuild, then Kang will be out of battery. So it seems like it might be a 50-50 here of whether or not it works. It works! Zodai had Gloam Locket! Zodai survived anyway! Now, will the dagger make a difference, or will the fireworks still kill? Crit Fireworks comes through and knocks out Kang! Wow! The Gloam Locket saving Zodai from defeat. The 50-50 was not real. It was 50. What an end to the match. Real nail biter down to the very end.